Hi, Saseni, and welcome back to Beth Mudhoni channel. If you're new here, you're most welcome. If you're old here, it is my pleasure to be seeing you. And today I have a new guest for you. As you know, this channel is for inspiring. Let's get inspired. So my guest is, let her introduce herself. Welcome.
Hi guys. Thank you. Hi guys. My name is Mam Severin, or my real name is Esther Mwangi. I come from Kenya, but currently living in Germany.
So, Mam Severin, our topic today is how you go about hard things, and later God does miracles, and get to encourage other people like who you are today and who was Mom Severin at those days. So just tell me about your kid height, your young time.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Beth. So as I said, I'm Esther, but on YouTube, I'm Mam Severin. So Esther was born and raised in Kenya by a single mother who was supported by her parents. So I grew up with my grandparents, and my mom was coming to visit us. I went to school to a kindergarten in Engoshura village called Nairobi Kindergarten, Nairobi Nursery, not kindergarten. And then after that, I joined Engoshura Primary School. After that, I joined a high school called Moindeful Secondary School, where I only went till to Form 1. And then later I transferred to another secondary school called St. Anthony Engoshura. And then, life was not that simple. I grew up just like other kids with problems. Let me say, my mom was working very hard to provide everything that I needed. So, because she was at work while I was living with my grandparents. She could buy me everything. She could buy me uniforms. She could buy me shoes. I never went to school without shoes. And we never lacked food, though we had problems, but my grandmother and my mom, they were doing their best. But the biggest challenge I underwent as a kid was like, I lacked mom's love. My mom was not there because she was to go to find for finances, we have to pay for school fees, we have to buy these shoes, everything, the basic needs. So she had to work hard since she was a single mother. She provided, but on the other hand, some people took advantage of me. They are members of members of the family, relatives. They took advantage of me. Some they did very bad things, which I feel not so free to talk so openly because it really pains me. But when I speak, I feel it's a kind of therapy. So I underwent that hard time. I was 8 years old. And one of my relatives could take me to his chamber. In Kenya, they say chamber. Those men, young men, they don't sleep with their mothers. They sleep in their own houses. He could call me in his house and penetrate me from behind. And it was a very bad experience, which I didn't have anyone to share with because my mom was always away. And my grandmother was very strict. And my grandfather was also not always at home. So let me say, I didn't have a friend to talk to. So
Mama Severin,
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said you were raised by a grandmother.
Yeah.
Was she not there for you?
My grandmother and grandfather were always there for me, but they were so strict to a point where I couldn't tell them what is happening. I was not free with them, but they loved me. They could do anything for me, but they were strict because even if I could do something very small, I was given a very hard beat. And so they were strict to me. So they were not open. We were not that free, open to one another.
So that means you have talked that you have said that you had to go somewhere, or you are taken somewhere where men could use you. Who took you to this place?
Not men. It's the same homestead where we are living. You get? But these men, they don't live. A Kikuyu family, girls live with the mother even when they are grown up. Even when you are 30, you can sleep in the same house with your mother. But Kikuyu men, they have their houses surrounding the home in the same compound, but they had their houses there. So they were taking advantage. I'm still in the same homestead.
So what you want to say is that those who are still your relatives.
Relative, yeah.
Your uncles, your cousins,
my mom's cousin. They are cousins to my mom, yeah.
And what could they tell you when they were taking you to their rooms?
You know, I'm a very young child, 8 years old, and someone calls you and grabs you and tells you, when you say it, I'll kill you, you know. So whatever he could do to me, I could not share with anyone because I was threatened. He could kill me or he will beat me up. And my grandmother was also so strict, so I couldn't open up.
But what I know, if mostly when 8 years old, when somebody get grabbed of me, I will automatically scream. Why didn't you do this?
Scream. You get the point. You can scream, but he's telling you he will kill you. You know, as a child, I can see even with my kids. If I tell my kids don't do that, kids are very afraid. They don't want to be beaten. They don't want to do something bad, but they want to follow what you are saying because you are a grown up. Your kid will follow what you are saying. You even today you can see a 10 years old boy or girl. But kids of today are not like us. Kids of today are somehow sharp. But a kid can be kidnapped, and this person will get killed and go away with the kid. So it can happen. It's not that the kid is so careless or what is. Sometimes we follow what grown-ups tell us.
So, Ma'am Favoring, you said you are going to school. And normally, let me first recognize Damaris from South Africa. Welcome. I have a question. You said that you are going to school.
Yes.
Now, I mean, after school, everybody is like at home. When you are from school, then the grandma is at home, the aunties and all the other kids still. How could it happen when you are from school, everybody's there? How could it happen? You know, I can't imagine.
Yeah. Let me say, an evil person is an evil person. What I can remember, I was not at school. It's the time where my grandmother and others have gone to Shamba to work on their gardens, or they have gone to fetch water, and I'm alone at home because my shosho could tell me, you remain at home, you wash utensils, you do that and that. So I'm left alone, and this man gets that chance. Yeah.
Oh. So what happened after the man got penetrated? Or your relative, let me don't call him a man just because he's an uncle or cousin or somebody of the sort. Just tell me what happened after this.
There were two. So there was another one who could just hold me, and he could not penetrate, just to hold me and do that, and then he ejaculates. But I didn't know what that is. So I was getting out wet, and I was like, what is this? So one day I discovered this is not good, whatever is happening. And now I was at age of 12. I got my first boyfriend, and that's how they stopped it, because I could tell my boyfriend what was happening.
So your boyfriend at the age of 12?
Yeah.
So Mama Severin, just tell me, you know, there are things that we think of, like now you're telling me your story. I could just imagine what could I do, and I was imagining right now, could you said somebody penetrated, and with 8 years or
I was bleeding. I can remember even here in Germany, I've underwent 2 surgeries, because it was always something comes back, then I go to the doctor and the doctor tries to repair it. So it's something which went far. It affected me even afterwards.
So couldn't you didn't the walking style did not end up such that your grandma no? So just tell me, now that your mother is somewhere working, she comes every a month or every weekend?
My mom was trying her best. She was coming like every weekend, but she was also so strict. When she comes, she was told, I've done this and this. I didn't have a chance to talk to her. You get the point?
Yeah.
So I was there. I was all alone. The one who rescued me from all those things is my first boyfriend, whom I got when I was 12 years. Because now...
Let me ask you, Mama Severin, when your mama came back home, was she not interested to ask you how is the going? Because as my mama was also a person who would go for market for 2 days and later come. And she could, when we were eating, she could ask us, how was your days? Did you go to school? How did the father, because we lived with my father, and she could ask us, did Papa cook for you, or did you go do this? You know, she was interested in us. She knew, okay, I'm not there for you, but I am interested to know, how are you doing? Didn't your mother do something of the sort?
Of course she did. She could ask, but I couldn't say something like that. I don't know if you are getting it. My mother, if I'm telling you, she could buy me uniform. She could come and check my books. She could come and do everything what a mother does. But I think I was afraid. I had fear towards my mom. I had fear towards my grandmother. I never opened to them.
Yeah.
They did their best, but because of the strictness, and that's why what I can tell even parents today, let your kids be your friends. Let your kids be free that they can tell you anything. Even if anyone hits her or him on the street, he can come and tell you, Mommy, this and this have happened. But for me, they were, I don't know, they were strict. That's the word. Like, I could be beaten, I could be done anything, That
so, Mama Severin, give me an example of when your mother came and just didn't listen to you and start beating you, or where do you feel in your life that this mother was not doing the right thing that a mother could do?
No, I'm not saying that my mom did something wrong. Get my point. My mom was a strict parent, just like other
you said that your mom could not listen to you. And
not
this situation, which is this situation that
I'm the one who couldn't open up. I'm the one who couldn't tell my mom, Mom, you have asked me how school have been. You have asked me what I've been doing. I'm the one who couldn't open that. I could tell her school is good. Shosho is nice. Everything is that was the answer I was giving. Everything is well.
So, and you said that your mother could, your grandma or your mother could just beat you without listening. That are the things that, what could she not listen to you? What was that?
Yeah, even today, we still have that communication with my mom. We speak, now we are open. Even my mom cries so much when I talk those things to her. And she asked me, you didn't say it, why? Then I tell her, you people, you are so strict. Number one, my mom could come, but maybe Shosho could say something I've done. Right now, I can't remember everything, but Shosho says, your daughter did this and this. And my mom will not take a step to ask me, why did you do that thing? You know, the first thing she does is to punish without knowing why I did something I did. That's why I'm saying I can't really remember something I did that my mom punished me. But what I can remember is my mom could come and punish me.
So Eddie, you are welcome from Kenya. Mama Severin, you know some things, you know, I am a mother. Yeah. I can try to think of what you're saying, and I can try to read your mind. And yeah. When I listen to you, so most of the maybe we could talk to both kids and parents. Yeah. The kids to open up. Okay, the parents should open up to their kids so that they can be able to tell what they are feeling, what they are going through. And we, the kids too, should have this courage to tell the mother, I'm going through this, because it's really hard. I can imagine how hard it is when your relatives does something to you. You know, that is there is a relationship between the mother and the other people. So I can imagine how hard it is. And I thank God that you now and your parent or your mother, you can talk about it.
Yeah, we talk about
it. Right now you are in Germany. How did you come to Germany, and how is your life?
Before I jump to that topic, I would say, also remember, in Africa, sexual topics or sex, something that is touched with sex, we don't speak so openly with our parents. You get that point? Right. And I think from there, that's why I couldn't tell my mom. I didn't know what it is, but I couldn't just say it.
So we recognize another person, Mary Nyandia, tuned from Murang'a, Kenya. You're welcome. So, Mama Severin, let's go to how you came in Germany and the person you are today.
So my journey for coming to Germany started 2008 when I said I was a single mother's kid. That's when my dad came and I had to meet my dad, and he changed my life. Now, he got me a school where I could study German course, and then from there I got my visa, I got my everything, and I got my contract, and I traveled to Germany.
So, Mom Severin, stop at that. So you have come now. You have seen your father.
Yeah.
You got the. How did you get the contact from the father, and why couldn't you start this contact earlier when you are going through all this mess?
That also lies to parents. I couldn't ask my mom who my father is. As I said, the strictness made me fear my mom. So my father is the one who came. He knew about me, and he came. He visited me. We get to know each other, and then he asked me how he can help me, and I told him I want him to change my life.
So were you the only kid?
From my dad, yeah.
Okay.
My mom have 2 kids, but I'm alone from my dad. My dad, yeah. My dad and my mom have only 1 kid.
So that shows also parent, you know, it's not that you could not write the contact from the father, but you are not given this chance. And that's what I usually encourage the parents. If you are a single mother there, the problem with you is and your husband or your ex-husband, it's not the problem. with the kid.
Yes.
The kid doesn't know what happened. The kid, that is a sociological fight.
Yeah.
This kid don't, you see, in Africa, we don't open up. And this kid still know, I am not I'm not Jesus that I came from nowhere. I have somewhere where I come from. So it's good to show the kids or to tell the kids or to allow the ex-husband or anyone to have the contact with the kid, because your problem is not the problem. Even the kid won't understand, because her or his important thing is no, this is the father. And I'm very sure, 100% sure, this father will not do what he did to you, to the kids. So, Mama Severin, you are in Germany right now.
Yeah.
And I'll just start from where the
I came to Germany in 2010.
You.
So my dad came in 2008, and he asked me what he can do for me. And for me, I was looking for a job. And my dad told me, you can do nursing. So, and I said, yeah. And then after some days, he told me, I've gotten something for you. Can you go to US or to Germany? There is something called au pair. Can you do that? I said, yeah.
And that's where the journey started.
That's where the journey started.
So now you are here as au pair. Tell me from there.
Yes, I did my au pair in 2010. Then it was a very good experience. I can remember I had a very good family with twins. I took care of those kids. And then after the au pair life, in 2010 August, my host family paid for me a holiday. We were going, the whole family. So I went with them to Italy. And that's where the brother from my host family fell in love with me. And that's where I got my boyfriend. And I started journey to, another journey from au pair.
Okay, Mama Severin, you know, right now we are helping our people. Many people want to come in Germany for au pair, for social work. Just tell my people who are watching what is au pair, because most of the people are not understanding what is au pair.
Au pair is someone, it's in Kenya, we say is maid, housemaid. But I could say it's not really like housemaid. It's a kind of culture exchange. You come to Germany, you learn their German culture, and also them too, they can learn something from you. So you learn the German language more intensive, because while you are learning in Kenya, you just learn not that deep. You learn something rich. And then you learn their culture. You also learn everything about Germany. While you are here for that 1 year, you'll see so many things.
So in short, an au pair is a program where we exchange culture. It's not a maid. It's not something of the sort. So a maid here, they call it a nanny. A person who goes and you are paid for doing your nanny work. So au pair is just a program that is created by many countries, not only here in Germany. So Mama Severin, now you got married, you got a boyfriend.
Tell them the au pair, when you do au pair, you get paid pocket money, 260. So when you come to Germany and you are told you are doing au pair, don't expect much or little, it's 260.
So it's a pocket money. She have told you you're not getting paid, you're given pocket money. So right now that you have gone to holiday and you got somebody is interested in you, how did it go on?
He's a brother to my host mother, so he's a man in the family, and it was so nice. He liked me, and he decided that I'll not go back to Kenya. He decided that I'll remain with him. And when we came back,
got married.
I didn't. After August, when we came back, after 3 months, he did engagement. And then in 2011, we didn't get our papers. 2012, we got our papers from Kenya. So I was allowed to get married legally. I got married in 2012.
Okay. Okay. That means after you were still in the family, or?
No, I finished my au pair year in 2010. Then in 2011, I did FSCOT. And then as I was waiting for my papers, and then 2012, I got married. Then I started my Ausbildung.
So FSCOT, those people who don't understand this, that is the social work. Social work is also not a job, a work. It's also a program, social work. That is a program for young people who are between 16 and 27. So it's also a program where you get more money and you get exposed to many things than just being with the family.
Yeah.
So Mama Severin, now that you got the papers, you get married, how was the life?
Life was sweet. I had a very loving husband. He was so caring. But we also had some challenges. Yeah, we suffered. What can I say? We wanted to
let me recognize these people.
Yeah.
Mama Severin, Eddie from Kenya, you're welcome. Laviti Baraka, she's saying, hi girls, watching from Kenya. And is that pocket money monthly or yearly?
Monthly.
So Eddie, the pocket money that you get as au pair, it's monthly. You get 260 monthly, and most of the cases, the host family gives you all you need. Most of the cases, they buy you soap, they are entitled to pay your food, your insurance, everything.
Their house, they provide shelter, they provide food, they pay for your Deutsch course,
your German, yeah.
They also pay for your monthly ticket.
Exactly. Monthly ticket means when you're going to the German language, here in Germany, we use train. So this train, we buy a monthly ticket or a day ticket. So the family provide everything that you need because they are entitled to enroll you to a German class. So when you come here, it is a must for them to take you to the German courses.
Yeah.
So let's continue. So, Mama Severin, now that you got married, it was so good. But now you have challenges. Which were the challenges?
Yeah, the marriage life was wow. He was loving and kind, and he could do anything for me. I can remember when I finished au pair and I didn't have the visa to stay. Before I got the visa for FSCOT, my husband said, "You are not going anywhere. I'm gonna hide you here. If they don't give you the visa, you are not going." He was so kind. He could do anything for me. But we also had our challenges. We tried to get our baby, and it was not easy. You know, you are there, you are loved, so you miss to have a baby and all that.
Yeah, and this reminded of your story back at home. Now you could think just baby because of this. Yeah.
You see, so we stayed 2011 looking for a baby and 2012 looking for a baby. But I thank God my husband's family, they are doctors. The father is a doctor, the sister is a doctor. So they took us for more checkups. They told us, you guys go and check what is the problem. So we went, and there was a problem. My husband had a retro problem with his sperms. There is the percentage they calculate and see this so low sperm production. And so my husband had a low sperm production. So he was told he should stop alcohol, he should stop smoking, whatever, anything that is unhealthy. And he stopped, but it didn't happen until we went again, and we thank God it happened. After 2 years of waiting, God blessed us with a very handsome boy, which we named him Severin. As you can see, my name is Severin. I'm so proud. That's why I always use his name.
What does it mean?
Severin. Severin is the meaning. Oh, I forgot the meaning, but it's something something bright.
Okay.
Yeah. And we got our baby. Life was so good. We were a happy family. But in 2016, my husband got sick when my son was just 2 years. My husband got sick within 1 week. He got stomach pain, swollen swollen legs.
Yeah.
And then we decided to go for checkups, and we went to hospital, and he was told, you can't go home. He was not that sick, but they said you can't go home because like all of his organs have stopped working. Organe, wie heißt es? The word is yeah, but let's say the organs just stopped functioning.
Yeah.
And he stayed there for 3 days. And the cause of that organ failure was in 2006, my husband had an accident, a very fatal accident. He broke his spinal cord 7 times. He was in a coma for 6 months, and he got healed in 2006. I was not here, but he got healed. He got fit again. But this accident caused his organs to fail in 2016 after 10 years. Just 1 week in hospital, and then he died.
Oh.
Yeah. I was left as a widow then. Yeah, it was a very tough time.
So how old was he?
I met my husband when he was 33, and he died after 6 years. He was 39, yeah.
39. Oh, and he was still young. That means now you come from home there, you didn't have peace, you had parents who could not listen to you. Now you are in Germany, you get somebody whom you could talk to, the person whom could love you, the person who could listen to you, and now he is gone.
He's gone.
I'm
the
sorry.
world just turned
Again.
Yeah.
And how was this time, Mama Severin? I know it's hard to talk about it, but it's good. You know, it's good. When you want to heal, you have to talk about the thing that hurt you. So how did it go on? How was everything after that?
That was 2016 in October. And remember, I was doing my Ausbildung. I was in my 3rd year preparing for my exams. So that was just like 4 months before my exam. My husband have supported me. My Ausbildung life was so simple because he was supporting me he had so much knowledge. So for me in school was easier for me. But when he died, now 4 months before I finish, and here I have my 2-year-old son, and I have to sit for my exam. And fight started from every corner. My sister-in-law, who was my host as au pair, started saying that I'm the one who have killed her brother. It was so tough, I'm telling you. And then they said my husband had a house, my husband had a car. They said I'm not supposed to inherit it. They started fights from nowhere. But I thank God I had my father-in-law. He said, this girl, he got my son while he was sick, because the father understand his son got sick in 2006. I was not here. So he stood by me and said, you should stop whatever you are saying. He was sick. No one have killed him. Now he's gone. So we buried him. But my father-in-law said the house have to be signed under my son's name, but under my care. So we changed everything, and now belongs to my son.
So, Mama Severin, let me first recognize somebody, Rusi Wajiro. She's saying, Pole sana, Mama Severin. Lavin Baraka, she's also saying sorry to you. And Damas Burudiano from South Africa, he's saying, oh, Ma'am Savaling, many condolences. So thank you, people. As you can see, life is not easy. And just some things that we do to people, or we do to, or I don't know how I will say it, but some things that we say to people, we should think twice. Because see Mama Savarine's life, and now she have another life. She can laugh again, and it comes somebody who want to destroy her. What she have remained. The husband is away. Now she have the kids and her life, and to know in Germany it's not easy. If you don't get people who can hold you hard, you just go to depression.
Yeah.
So Mama Savaling, now you have your parent.
Yeah.
They are there for you.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to ask. Normally, white people in general, or the German people, usually write the what is it called?
Will. The will.
The will.
Yeah.
Did your husband? Nothing.
No, write
so
it because
also a lesson, because people think they are still young and nothing will happen. So it's time for us to know death is part of us. Death is everywhere. It can come anywhere at any age. So how did it go, Mama Savaling?
I always thank the German government. The law here in Germany, it's very clear. Even if they said or they fought me, no one could take anything from my husband because I was legally married. I had the marriage certificate, and that's very important. If you are with a person, you are living with a man or a woman, you better legalize that thing. Sometimes your kids will suffer. Not only that woman or that man, your kids will suffer when you are gone. So I thank the German government because everything was clear. She's married. No one could tamper with my husband's account. No one could go and change the name without me. So everything, even the value, I'm the one who was signing everything. And I thank German government. That's something that Kenya have also. The government, I know Kenyan government have the rules, but I think they don't care about the widows or the widowers. They don't care whatever they undergo. So the German government favored me. I never struggled. I got everything. So I buried my husband. We got our properties, but I had to finish my exam. Yeah, that's where I got depression, my dears, because you have to learn for your exams. You have a small baby here who don't know what is happening, and now the sister-in-law.
You have to mourn.
You have to mourn, but you're not given time to mourn. Every corner, everyone is talking about you. So, but I thank God he stood by me. I did my exam and I passed. I didn't fail. I got a job and I started working, and my in-laws supported me because they could take my kid and I go to work. They could drop my kid to kindergarten. I go to work. So my kid I've always gotten support from my in-laws, and I thank God for them always. So I finished that and started working normal. Life was good financially here. I won't lie. Not that I'm rich or I was rich, but I never suffered to buy food for my kid. I never suffered to pay anything. But mentally, I didn't have any help. Because remember, here you are alone. My mom and my family, they're back in Kenya. They couldn't come. So all along, I was alone and I had no one to share the whole story with. So I underwent a very bad depression where I started I could shower like 3 times a day, but I was smearing. Even myself, I was thinking, I could reach it. I could smell it. I'm smelling like, I can't explain it. And then my hormones, I got hormonal imbalance. I can remember that there is a time it reached to a point where normally, I think for everyone who is normal, you can feel to go to the toilet to pee now. And you can say, I'll go in like in 30 minutes or in 10 minutes. It reached a point I couldn't hold my pee. I could feel it. I get up, it just comes out from itself. So depression is not something good. And if you see someone who have just lost a wife or a husband, if you can't support them, then leave them alone. They are suffering a lot. That thing is so hard to, I don't know how to explain, but it's so hard to handle.
You know, even what people should know in Germany is that you are not given time to mourn. You know, for these people, imagine, you can't imagine, your father dies today, you get a leave for one day, the next day you have to go to work. Imagine.
Yeah, that's bad.
Or your auntie dies and you ask for permission to go and bury her. You know what? You will be given hours to go and bury and come back. Sometimes the bosses are allowed to give her hours, or just you have to work.
On my side, I was like lucky, because when my husband was in hospital, they gave me 3 weeks krankmeldung. Then they knew my husband is sick. So I stayed.
That is another thing. You are at school. At school, we have other rules, you know. Yeah. When you're working, you have other rules.
Even when I was working, there. When I was working, I started because I finished, and then in April I had to start like Fachkraft. So they told me, Frau Blind, they were calling me Frau Blind. You are allowed to stay at home for 1 month, and then you start in May. Imagine, they gave me holiday for one month because they knew my situation. They were telling me, go look for help, you get help for your kid, and then come back to work. They was very nice.
So somebody, Mary Nyandia, is telling you, Mom, traveling, sorry for what you your relative, or when are you seeing the message?
Yeah,
I'm traveling, sorry for what you went through, especially when it came from a relative. It's hard. So
that's a lot.
She just go back to where we were. So just tell us, after going through depression, you got so many hard times. How is your life today?
I thank God today.
And how could you advise those people who might be going in depression? How should they go about their problem?
Yeah, this is my own, but I discovered it. But also in school, we learned that. We learned there is ways to avoid depression, and the way you can manage your stress. So there are so many things you can do. You can talk to people. If you like visiting Kenya, it's a therapy too. But sometimes you don't have money, or just engaging yourself with other companies. You know, you can look for friends, visit them, or go to, if you are a footballer, go pray. You engage yourself in something that you are good into. So for me, at that time, I realized that I've been so lonely the whole time. That was 2019. I realized that I've been so lonely, and this thing is finishing me, because I could cry. And I was even hating myself now because of the stinky. I'm telling you, I could smell like, I don't know, there is nothing I can say its name. So I got out, and I got friends, and those friends, they really helped me. And I can remember when I got those friends, and I decided to move on. I said, God, I even didn't ask God to give me a husband, but I told God, give me another baby. I think this will help me. So I got a boyfriend, and then surely, I'm telling you what I did. This is the fact I'm speaking, and this is how I realized it's also, you don't need to take the medication if you know what is your problem. So I got someone who I could talk to this stress. I could share the whole thing with. I could tell him anything. And then the other friends, we could go even nyama choma, we could go even grilling, we go to games with them, we go swimming. And I saw happiness in life again. I could smile again. And the guy was nice, but I thank God then we didn't get married, but I got my baby. And I'm telling you, since I got that man, I stopped smelling. The thing I was telling you, I could stand like this and my pee just flows. It is stopped from alone. I didn't take any medication. Only that I found I have someone who can listen to me. I have someone we can go out with and take kids to swimming, we pray, we make grilling, we play football. And especially with my son, he could go and play with my son football. I felt so good. Right now, me, I don't have problem. I feel so nice. I feel happy. It's hard to take care of kids. It's very hard job, but I'm not stressed. I feel it's no more job for me.
So let us read some message. Hi, Beth and Mama Severin just joined in. I'm running something. Okay, you're welcome. Eddie, thank you so much for being so open and honest. You know what? I told you people, if you want to die and die alone and bury yourself alone, stay with your problem. Yeah. You know, Mama Severin, I'm a person who I can't sleep hungry. You better talk about me.
Yeah.
But I'm coming for food. I don't care.
Yes.
I don't care. And that I have taught my daughter to run, to talk. Sometimes we go somewhere and I tell her, Mary, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I remember one day when we were flying back home, and I was wondering how will I put my baby, my small boy, at that time he was 2 years. And my guy told me, Mama, why don't you ask these people to help you with somewhere the baby can sleep or lay? Yeah. And I told her, I think they don't have. And she said, I'm going to ask. Yeah. This girl went and asked. So I usually say, learn it doesn't matter. And if you feel it's too much that you cannot be able to stay in the place that you are, move.
Yeah.
Something good don't come from that place that you are. Because people know that you are Mama Severin with your problem, and they will be seeing your problem.
Yes.
But what you have, all good things that you can do, they don't see them. So they just see this small problem. So I hope you have learned from something from the story today, or that is an encouragement. You can pass through many things. Everybody got her own story, but don't sit on this. What make you feel that you are not a person? Just leave the past to be the past. And try new things. It doesn't matter how, but try things. If you feel you're comfortable, go for this thing. Because if you don't go for them and you are uncomfortable, you automatically go to this depression. I thank God in Germany. I don't know if you knew so that you could not sit at home, because in Germany we have so many places where you don't pay. You can go, even your health insurance, it pays for you, so you can go get ideas on how you can go through your problem. And those people who usually, when somebody dies, you want to, all the things you want to, you don't know how the person, if they got married, that means this person wanted that, okay, my things are secured. So don't go for things that you have not worked for them. Leave people, and you know what? You will see them go far, even without this property that you are going for them. I can remember back at home, I know of relatives whom could take other things because somebody is from the brother. They take so many things, and when you come at the end, there is nothing. The kids are left with nothing,
Yeah.
and the relatives don't benefit because you cannot benefit for this. We cry, oh, don't look at us like this. We cry for that you are taking from us. So, Mama Severin, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I wanted to say a problem shared is a problem solved. That's what I learned. Next time, but I know this is life. Anything can happen in future, but I learned always speak out, and people should stop judging others, because the way they judge others, they make others to be afraid. They can't come out and express themselves, because if today I've told my story and some people will throw stones or judge me wrongly, yeah, but there is someone there commenting also undergoing the same. That person, if she sees the bad comments, she'll never come out to speak. She'll remain with her problems until she dies, because depression is a killer. Depression will take you, my sister. You get sick, the body gets sick, and finally it shows you are so useless. Yeah.
Yeah. So John Stone or Leper is saying depression is like mental paralysis. Yani inakufanya unaisha tu na si eti ni nguvu huna. I hate depression, and depression is, you can go very quickly. I hate it. You know, I hate to go, and when I have problem, when I think of it, I usually go and bathe with cold water. I usually say, I have to come out of this. I don't like it. When something is getting so deep in my mind, I usually go off with it. So there is Anne Moigai. No, that one I read. Rusi is saying that I have to go. I'm sorry. I have to go to my. That is the work of using the mobile phone. So I'm having my mobile phone.
It's okay.
And so, and who is it? So, Eddie, thank you. So I think we can.
In Germany, you can help. I wanted to say this. At that time, when you are in that situation, if you don't get someone who is genuine to you and come tell you, I can see you are not good, let me help you, you'll never get out. Some people just close the doors and stay indoors. They don't get even outside. So you need someone who will understand you, who will not judge you, will come and tell you, we can get help from Dr. So-and-so. Come, I help you, you take it. But if no one talks to you, you'll never get out. For me, I was not even talking to people. I was just me, my work, my kid. Me, my work, my kid. I was just, unakuwa mjinga. You become stupid, all doom. Depression is not good. Sure. But I thank God I'm free. I can speak about this. I don't care whoever will judge me. But I know there is one or two people I can encourage and show that the past will never define you. It's gone, and we have a bright future. From my side, I'm done. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. Please don't forget to subscribe to both channels, because only so you will be able to see anything that we post. So, and share. If you know there is somebody who needs such encouragement, please share it. So until our next video, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.